What does Poison Ivy put on her salad? Ranch dressing. Welcome to Comic Book Editions Volume 224. Happy New Year. I hope that 2025 has been treating you well. I first want to give a thank you for all the extra views that my last video, Comic Book Editions Volume 223, received. I'm not used to my regular Comic Book Editions videos hitting almost 400 views. It really made me feel like you guys were missing me with the month that I took off for the holiday break. But we are back and making new content. My first two videos of the new year for Comic Book Editions actually are housekeeping things that I want to take care of from 2024. Today, I'll be sharing an AOK unboxing that arrived last month from Varangian Vigilante. We'll get into that in just a moment. Next week, I want to update you on how my Justice League of America Volume 1 collecting has been going, so look for that. Speaking of Justice League, my Avengers vs. Justice League show that I do with Jon's Comics with Kids will be this Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central on Jon's YouTube channel. We'll be taking Justice League of America Issue 8 and Avengers Issue 8, both from the Silver Age, both Volume 1, and battling them off to see who had the better issue number 8. And I hope you get a chance to catch us for the live stream. If you're watching this video after Thursday night, it's already archived in its own collaborations folder playlist on my channel. I've also appeared recently with Jon. Last week, Jon's Comics with Kids, JP Budget Collecting, and I did a Wonder Woman George Perez Volume 1 Omnibus review that I had so much fun with. And we'll be doing future editions and installments of that to come later on in the year. And then this past Saturday on JP Budget's Collecting Show, Jon and I both did the entire Whatever report with JP, and JP unboxed a quick little small AOK that I sent him as well. That's archived on the collaborations playlist folder within my channel as well. I brought back Fanboys Live and the Retro Review from this past weekend. And that was with Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe and Signature King Tony Fett. We did a crypto story and had so much fun talking about that and that bitch Chelsea. If you're wondering why I said that, you'll have to watch the stream to find out. But the content is back rolling for 2025. And I just wanted to take a quick moment to thank you for your friendship, support, and hope that you had a great holiday season. Let's jump back to a week before Christmas when an AOK arrived from Austria from Varangian Vigilante. Here it is. Well, look at what we have to unbox today, all the way from Austria. It's another AOK from my friend Thorsten, Varangian Vigilante. Thorsten has AOK'd me so many times throughout the years. As a matter of fact, he was the very first person who ever AOK'd me. That was way back in Comic Book Editions Volume 10, and that meant so much to me because I was a brand new channel. I didn't know hardly anyone in this community at that time, and here somebody had found me and thought enough of my content to want to send something my way. That was a little bit emotional, and I still remember that feeling. It was amazing. And Thorsten has AOK'd me several times, as you've seen throughout the last several years here on my channel. And he's back today. He calls me sneaky, but sometimes I think that he's the sneaky one. I will never forget the first time I saw Thorsten. He was a guest on a YouTube channel, and I was watching him, and he was so entertaining. Maybe it was because he's a little bit of a smartass, and I might be too. But instantly I'm like, oh, I could easily be friends with this guy. And I'm so fortunate enough to say that I am. And even though we don't collect the same type of comic books, I actually think that that works to an advantage because I can easily hunt for good deals on Conan or Red Sonja or any other type of sword or sorcery type comic book that he's looking for because I'm not looking for one for my own collection. He's not into Wonder Woman. But so he's able to find, if he finds a good deal on something Wonder Woman, it's not competing of trying to find two at a good deal, one for himself and one for me. So like I said, it kind of works out. And I think that that's awesome that just because they're comic books and it doesn't matter which type of comic books they are, that's what was our bond. It wasn't the specific comic book, it was just the comic books in general. And although I've said this many times, it's so worth repeating every time I do repeat it like I'm going to now. The comic books are great, but the friendships that come with them are much better. And I truly mean that. So it's been, I can't believe this, I looked. That Comic Book Editions Volume 10, my first AOK from him, February of 2020. So that's been almost 5 years. That literally feels just like, I don't know, a year or a year and a half ago. I can't believe how the time has flown on this. Wow, my life has changed a whole lot since February of 2020. Yeah. So I don't know what's in the package with the exception of the one thing that Thorsten did tell me. He said there's an Italian comic book in here. So I know there's something from Italy in here. The best way to find out what's in this package is to unbox it, don't you think? So when you come out of fast forward mode, I should say, together we will find out what Thorsten has sent. Let's do it. Okay, I will give you a hint that I saw very briefly a cover of a vintage Wonder Woman comic book. The German version it looked like. And I was excited by that. And I'm like, don't look anymore. So I've got it kind of turned upside down. And I'm going to go from the bottom and work forward to find out what we have. I have no idea what this little floppy thing is here. What do we have? Oh, it looks like we got some cute little, I wonder if these were some type of fast food restaurant promotion over there, because, you know, they have different toys and different prizes and stuff over there versus what the restaurants here in the States would have. And it looks like, yeah, I'm betting that this is it. Because there we had a Wonder Woman, and we got another Wonder Woman, and I've never seen these before. And have a little Jon Stewart there too. That's pretty cool. Oh, that's so awesome. Those are really, really cute. I like them. Let's see, there's little, or maybe they're Funko Pops. Maybe these weren't fast food, because it looks like they are made by Funko. Applaydu and Friends? I'm not sure, but they are awesome. I'll have to do some more research on that. If you're familiar with these already, you can leave me a comment below and fill in all the details. So I'm going, looks like a postcard, or maybe 2 postcards. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Let me just make sure that it's just one. It might be just one. Nope, there's several. So we got this first one that I just showed you. Oh, we got a nice Batman one with some deep crimson red in there. Oh, it's Spider-Man too. Nice. Okay, 3 awesome postcards. Very cool. It looks like it's like a Pannini Comics, like they're celebrating their 25th anniversary with some of these. I wonder if this was some type of a promotional item. But very, very cool. I like those. Nice. Of course, recently, in my Comic Book Editions Volume 222 video, Silver Hair Bronze Age Babe Comics sent me some postcards as well. So as I said then, I kind of wanted to frame them up because I think that they would be nice, like little accent pieces, you know, for the time that I eventually get around to putting something on these walls. Which can't come soon enough for some of you guys. I know. Okay, comic book. This might be the one that I think I saw briefly. It is. This is awesome. So Wondergirl is the German version of Wonder Woman that was printed. I love this. What's very interesting about this, and I don't think I noticed this until now, her one earring is red and her one earring is like gold yellow. That's very interesting. I've always loved this cover. This was a great storyline where Wonder Woman's bracelets ended up getting shattered and removed from her, and she was about to go berserk, and she was trying to hold her sanity together. And you'll notice she's not wearing the bracelets on the cover here. I've always thought that this was an awesome cover. And I love having this German equivalent to it. So VV has been so generous with these AOKs throughout the years. I think I figured it up that he's given me like at least a quarter of all of the vintage Wonder Woman comic books that were published over in Germany. He's already given me like a quarter of them into my collection. That's amazing when you stop and think about it. So, wow, love it. I mean, there's more stuff in here, and I'm already satisfied. I'm really satisfied. That's awesome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Great storyline too that I recommend. It's a 3-parter. If you want to read the US version of it, I think it's 259, 260. This would be the equivalent to Wonder Woman Volume 1, 260 in the US, and 261, if I'm remembering correctly. I think that's it. 259, 260, and 261. Okay. Okay, looks like another comic, but I'm just seeing the back of these, so that's what I'm seeing. The reveal happens right now. Oh, yes. Yes. So this is cool because this is from, if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm pretty sure I am, this is from the 12 Labors storyline of Wonder Woman. And she was trying to prove her worth to rejoin the Justice League after this non-powered era that she had no memory of. And she's like, well, what if I blacked out in a mission and someone, lost their life because of me? She wanted to feel worthy. So the Justice League was monitoring her adventures for 12 times, like Hercules' 12 Labors, to see if she was worthy of rejoining. This is a cropped version of the US cover. And I kind of like it cropped a little bit better, I think. So nice. Nice. This is a fantastic edition, too, considering, we're talking back in 1981. And all these years later, this thing has held up pretty well. And it's made it all the way across to Ponder, too, to my doorstep to reach me. Oh, very, very nice. One thing about these comic books, though, the paper is super thin. If you think the U.S. has had some thin paper comic books, you ain't seen nothing till you look through some of these vintage comic books from Germany or some of the other countries too. How paper thin. Whoa, something. That's sweet. Oh, that's awesome. God, he spoiled me so much. Oh, this is the Wondergirl issue, which I believe it had 2 different volumes. I think they went to issue 50, and then they started a volume 2, and then did or maybe it went to issue 49 or something like that, and then they did a volume 2, which went to issue 49. I think this is from the volume 2 of Wondergirl, and it's issue 3. It says here, it's the equivalent of Wonder Woman 286 in the United States. This is a great one-off story. The cover's a little deceptive because, it's just deceptive. I'll say that. I think I did a retro review of that once on Fanboys Live, in the retro review of this story. I know I've talked about this story before. I'm pretty sure it was on the retro review. I actually own a couple pages of original artwork from inside of this story. So the books that I own original artwork from always hold this extra special place in my heart. And Jose Delbo, the artist, he was a long-running Wonder Woman artist in the Bronze Age and passed away last year. Never really got the credit that he deserved, in my opinion. DC didn't even do some type of memorial tribute for him in their books that I'm aware of. And I think that was a shame. Oh, that's sweet. And I have always loved this cover. This is slightly cropped from the US version, just slightly. And the reds are much deeper than I remember the US version being. So sweet, sweet, sweet. And of course, with the reds in the back, it just makes that yellow trade dress pop. My gosh, there's still more. It just keeps going. This would have been the next issue. This is the German equivalent to the next issue, which was Wonder Woman 287 from Volume 1 in the United States. It was a one-off issue guest starring the Teen Titans, and Marv Wolfman wrote this. Teen Titans, of course, were so incredibly hot, and having them team up with Wonder Woman was cool. I always thought this cover was awesome. We've got Wonder Woman in an out-of-control robot plane, an invisible jet that's out of control with the Titans trying to stop it. Donna Troy, Wondergirl, gets kidnapped by Dr. Cyber in this story, and Diana and the Titans band together to try to get her back. It's a really good story, real fun story, just like I said, a one-off. And I would like to get a copy of probably the US version of this, which I do have duplicates of. I should get a copy of this signed by Marv Wolfman. The more that I've been realizing, I need to get some more autographs from the Wonder Woman Volume 1 creators while they're still with us. And, you know, I have a couple, but I really need to get some more. And maybe here in this new year, that will be a priority for me. So makes me smile just to see this cover, though. Really, really makes me smile. And while we had those big poppin' red colors before in the background, now we got some nice deep blues, which also offset all of the other colors that are on here. If you're a new Teen Titans fan, pick up the US version of this issue because it's fun to read. Okay. My gosh, there's still at least, I think there's 3 things in here yet. And I haven't gotten to whatever one from France yet. Ooh. Loving this too. It looks like she's got herself a good tan going on this cover. Slightly cropped version of a US comic book cover from the 290s. I believe it's from the 290s of Wonder Woman. It'd be the late 290s. So that's really nice. VV has sent me some other comic books from this era as well that I've shown in previous comic book editions videos. There must be something, and while this doesn't apply, what I'm about to say doesn't apply to this cover, but it's from the same run of issues. But they must not like skeletons in Germany because there were a couple covers that in the US had Wonder Woman and a skeleton on. But the German version, the Wondergirl version of it, the skeleton was either edited out or they put a completely different cover in its place. Or completely different artwork for the cover in its place, which I thought was interesting. So I've noticed that not only with the skeletons, but with like a little girl falling into the mouth of a dinosaur or a little girl going to be thrown over the edge of a building. Like they edit the girl out. Like the child endangerment, they weren't having none of that either in their comic books. So nice. She got a pretty intense, serious look on her face. She's ready for business. Of course, if someone's shooting at you, you know, I probably wouldn't be smiling either. Okay. What do we have? Ooh, now this is the French comic book. And I don't know if this is an original cover for them. It doesn't look familiar to me. This would be from the Rebirth era of DC Comics. And I know that there are some covers that were original to French, but they look so much like the US. If this is a US cover, they definitely edited something out of it. But I don't think it was. I will have done some research by the time you're watching this video and have posted above what my findings were. But that is nice, and that is Sharp. It's Liam Sharp, literally. He was one of the creators on the book. Oh, I'm liking that. I'm liking that a lot, VV. Oh my gosh, my friend took care of me again. But we're not done. Got one more to show, at least I think one more. And this one is more of a heavier book. Almost feels like all I'm seeing is that's all I'm seeing. So let's find out what this is. Oh, wow. So it is a Teen Titans graphic novel, I'm guessing, or a trade collection, or something. It's bigger than an average comic book. You can look as I put those side to side. Oh, maybe you can see that. You see that it's bigger. This cover does look familiar. Like something from New Teen Titans Volume 2, the Baxter series. Oh, that's really cool. I like this bigger size. It's all color. All the books that I showed here, even the vintage Wonder Woman stuff, is color inside. Although I do have some foreign edition comic books that are black and white interiors. I like that. That's cool. And then just the solid red back. I like that. So he hooked me up with some Wonder Woman, and he hooked me up with some Teen Titans in this. This is pretty sweet. Thorsten, have I told you lately that you're awesome? I can tell you one thing. I haven't told you enough how awesome you are and how much I appreciate your kindness and friendship towards me. A true treasure, really. Thorsten and his content is kind of a mixed bag a little bit, especially where he lives. So we're not seeing him on YouTube or creating content like we were before, but I'm still leaving a link to his channel. Subscribe him up, watch whatever's posted from the past. The guy's entertaining. Maybe some new stuff will be coming soon. It doesn't hurt to be subscribed and ready in case it does. So take care of that. He's also on Instagram as well, and I'll leave a link for his Instagram in the description for this video too. What did you think about the books I showed in this Comic Book Editions Volume 224 video? I want to know. Leave me your comments below, as your comments are welcomed, encouraged, and appreciated. While we're talking about subscribing, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do so and hit the notification bell to be informed when new content is added to my channel. Giving this video a thumbs up, a heart, a like is something that the algorithm really digs. And as I said, or have said in the past, I love reading your comments. So leave me in the comments, and thank you for all the support that you show me and that you show my friends as well. I absolutely love having friends like you guys and being part of this amazing community. And you guys always make me feel so welcome. And I really appreciate it. So thank you. It's a wrap on Comic Book Editions Volume 224. The back issue of the week YouTube short is on my channel and rolling along. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to do so. And I will catch you soon with another Comic Book Editions video. It will be Volume 225 next time. Until then, take care. And thanks again, Thorsten. Bye, Vivi. Bye, everyone.